Hi, welcome to our Week in Review extended show with your host, That Girl, for December 17th, 2024. We are going to be doing episode 14 of our Week in Review extended show. So let's get into it. So, our Monday's spiritual and social causes discussions, and that was for the 9th of December, Monday the 9th. It was a children's book titled I See You, and it is. Unfortunately, when I did the audio description in the podcast, it sounded like I said the word worthless, and which is not what I said. I need to learn how to edit, or I need an editor. Putting it out there. Okay, it is a wordless. There are no words in the book. It's completely animated, and it is depicting the perspective of a child making the observation of a homeless person. And I must say, this was for me confirmation about part of what my ministry is. I feel like God has directed me towards. Reason being, we were at the library with children and it was close to closing. I grabbed a book, said, hey, you know what? I will read it and just we'll have a discussion. I'm not quite sure what the topic is, but as I was walking to the checkout station, I realized, oh, hey, it's on homelessness. Okay, well, look at that. Out of the thousands of books there I could have picked, I happened to pick one on that subject matter. And I must say, it is a very, very thought-provoking book. And there is some parent guide and information in the back of it to teach you a little bit more and how to, be safe as well, especially with children, trying to talk to them, educate them, cultivate empathy, and as well as, again, also being safe about it. So take a look at that podcast. The pictures are there. I took a few pictures to show you, again, a wordless book worth so much information. Please take a look at it. So again, that was for our Monday's spiritual and social causes. So the 10th of December, Tuesday, Business and Tech Talks. Bringing up that book, Start With Why again. Very great, encouraging business startup book. Helps you stay grounded and a very important foundational pivot point if you're, again, in the startup or if you need to revitalize, revamp, or change your business structure. You need to convey to your audience your subject, or you need to convey to your not audience, your market, your group, whoever you're selling to or whatever you're trying to cultivate, what community you're trying to bring together, motivate and inspire. You have to convey your why. Why are you doing it? And they need to understand that message. So good resource. Check it out. Wednesdays for our health and well-being discussions with your host, Jenna C. Nutrition. It is a documentary that I discovered here recently on YouTube. It's free. Check it out. It's called They're Trying to Kill Us. And I needed to redo the audio that I did, the description describing what the documentary is about. It is predominantly focusing on the African American and people of color community, but in general, this really applies to all people. And they are bringing attention to some issues of systemic racism within the food industry and food deserts in the inner cities. So that is part of the disclaimer I need to put out there, that's the audience for whom the documentary is made towards, but all of the information is relevant to people across all races. So take a look at it and glean a lot of information from it. Very, very thought-provoking, powerful, and compelling. Controversial, probably make you upset and trigger you a bit. Warning, disclaimer, they would not let me play the video on my Substack. So you're going to have to watch it on YouTube, but I shared some audio clips so you can get a couple of samples of what they're saying, what they're talking about. But they would not let me record any video, even with the screen recording option, just audio, because some of it's a little bit graphic, I guess. I mean, not really, but I could see why they didn't want it to just have open to any person. So discretion is advised. Also, at the end, they do promote a lot of a vegan diet, and I've been seeing posts all over my Facebook regarding not to go vegan and you're going to lose a whole bunch of nutrition and it's not safe. Please note, again, as always, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not anything where I can give you medical advice or diagnose or treat. I can just give you information. So please always talk to your doctor. But with that being said, I do understand that there are different genetic biological makeups. Every person's different. Some people can thrive on a meat diet. Some people thrive on a vegetarian. I've met different people who've said that God convicted them to remove meat from their diet and that they've been doing vegan for years and they've been doing well. They've been healthier and they look healthy and hefty with weight. And they said all of their medical problems went away when they went vegan. I've heard people say that, oh, they eat mostly meat and they're healthy and fine and active. There are people who do fasts temporarily where they remove certain things from their diet and they exclusively eat certain things. You know, you don't have to stick to this thing 100%. I've seen evidence from all different walks and groups of life and eating styles. So tailor it to you and what your need is. I've went on a period of time where I cut out all caffeine, all sugar, and I reduced my meat portions to pretty much little to nothing, mostly fruits and vegetables, mostly vegetables at one point, nutritional drinks and smoothies, and I did a lot of fasting. And some of the symptoms that I had went away. It worked for me. And I do eat meat periodically, but I'm considering challenging myself and going vegan for about a month and seeing what happens and how I feel. And I don't say that you have to go vegan. So just because a documentary is talking about people who went vegan and their positive results and outlook on it, doesn't mean that, you know, you have to do it. And I've seen lots of people who have gone vegan and who are bodybuilders and are not malnourished, dying. So be careful with that out there. But I understand that you got to put all the information and give people all the information. So with that being said, let's go to our Thursday showcase event. Something that I'm super excited to be doing again, because as we are fast approaching the holidays, again, try to shop and support a small local business. They're the ones that are keeping the communities running. They're the backbone, the foundation. These are our family, our friends, people that are actually part of the community running a business. And I was talking with someone today, and they were talking about the prices of some of the products. And let's be realistic, you know, it's not for everyone. And if you can find it cheaper online, find it cheaper online, you know. But for the people out there who understand the value of, again, supporting the people who are running a business in your own community, that is part of the necessary expenses or investment. This is I see it as an investment, you know, and people have different perspectives and they're welcome to it. And, you know, it makes sense. I understand. People have to be mindful of their budgets. There's also people who really do value things that you couldn't just easily find. They appreciate the one-on-one connection that you get with the storekeepers, the shopkeepers, and what they're doing. The fact that they're there and they're available and they have a passion and they want to share it with you. I love all of that. And so I encourage people to reach out to your local community members and those who are running businesses and try to support them, because we're trending towards, and this is why we do the business and tech talks and why I'm always here talking about start your own business. What do you love? What is your passion? What do you enjoy doing? Because we might be at one point where that's all you have. You might not have a job anymore and you're going to need to make money, and we're going to need to support each other. Might as well start now. If you are a seamstress, if you know how to sew, if you know how to bake, if you know how to can and preserve foods, if you know a lot about gardening, if you are a person who has special skill or trade, you know, you need to, at this point, I'm strongly compelled and feel compelled and led to say that you should market that, you should package that, you should freeze that and sell that. There are sites where you can bake your food, freeze it, and then sell it to someone across the country. They've got websites designed for you to exchange baked goods on different food items that you've made and send it through the mail. You know, people are doing individual freeze-dried meals. If you have an amazing family recipe, something authentic that, you know, it's one of a kind recipe, they're encouraging you to make your food, put it in the individual little packages, freeze dry it, and ship it out to someone. Like start your own food line, you know, the instant meals. People love instant meals. It's so helpful. So going back to Beautifully Damaged store, we need to just support and love on these people who are working so hard to share something that they love with us, to reach out and offer personalized gifts or unique finds, a gift store right in your own community. It's wonderful. So again, Beautifully Damaged LLC. Check out the link in this description and just see some of the images, some of the artwork. There's a link to their Instagram page, and you can check out more of the stuff. They're also on TikTok. And yeah, have fun with it. So with that, I've been your host, That Girl, for your Week in Review extended show. As always, may God bless you and God's peace.